Hey guys, this is Vivian. Welcome to Vibe with Viv. That's for vision, inspiration, belief, and empowerment. And I am a doctor and I specialize in mental health. And I'm also a relationship coach. I help you heal from any heartbreak you may have experienced, whether that's a separation, divorce, or a breakup. I help you heal. So welcome. Today we're going to be talking about signs of emotional abuse. And I just want to say for anybody who may have experienced emotional abuse, I just want to be aware this is the topic we'll be talking about today. And I don't want it to be triggering for you. I want it to be helpful for you and for you to be able to learn and pick up tips that you can apply in your life or help someone else out. So we're going to dive in and talk about the first sign of emotional abuse. Sign is silent treatment. So now you may be wondering, what is silent treatment? And simply, silent treatment is when you feel ignored, right? When there is silence between you and your partner and there's no communication. Now with silent treatment, what happens is that your partner may not know exactly that they're doing silence, being silent at home or between in your relationship. But after a while, they see how it impacts you. They see that, you feel sad, you feel hurt from that, you feel lonely because you're trying to figure out what's going on. So you kind of yearn after them. You try and figure out what happened, what went wrong, and you apologize sometimes for things that you may not have even done. So now they see what silence does, and now they start using it as a tool to make you feel a certain way when something happens. It's almost as though they use the silence and ignoring you as a way to punish you or make you feel bad about yourself or a certain situation. So it becomes abusive when that person does it intentionally, right? They now use it as a way to have control over how you feel. So for example, I worked with someone who was actually going through a silent treatment with her partner. And what her partner would do, what he would do is spend most of his days in his room, right? Spend most of his time in his room, not really come out and socialize with her. They wouldn't have dinner together like what they would normally do, and it would be mainly silent. He kind of would ignore her, and when she would say his name, he wouldn't really respond back, right? And that made her feel sad, angry, upset, and lonely because she didn't know what was going on. She felt like she did something wrong. So people who are doing the silent treatment, they know that you are empathetic and kind, and now they start using that to make you feel a certain type of way. That's when it becomes an emotional abuse, right? Because it's normal to maybe be upset at your partner and need a little bit of space, and then you come back and communicate. But with silent treatment, that doesn't happen. That communication doesn't happen. It keeps being this ongoing silence in the home, and now everybody feels tense. So people respond to that in different ways. Some people, yell and become angry as well and go out and do their own thing. But for this person who was going through the silent treatment with her partner, she started to retrieve. She also now started to become silent. So now you have two people at home who are being silent and nobody's talking. Now, what does that do, right? It causes the relationship to gradually separate. People aren't able to talk about their feelings and people feel hurt. So if you're going through silent treatment, I hear you, right? I've been there before, and I've also been on the end of doing silent treatment. But the key is that you have to be able to recognize that you are going through that. You are experiencing silent treatment. And once you're able to identify you're going through silent treatment, I need you to speak up for yourself. Not in a way where you are trying to apologize, or beg this person, because that's what that person wants you to do. I need you to speak up and set some of those boundaries. You need to be loud and clear about what your boundaries are and what you're willing to accept and not accept. You may be wondering, well, why is this person doing the silent treatment? Oftentimes it boils down from what they experience at home, right? Maybe they grew up in a home where silent treatment was normal and they never unlearned that habit. So now that's their go-to, because if something goes wrong, they retrieve, and now they use it as a way to make you feel bad about yourself. So don't take it personal. You did wrong. It's something that they need to work on as a person, as an individual. And now if you see that this person is not being able to work on that silent treatment, you know, that emotional abuse, or if you brought it up to them and they're not wanting to change that habit, now that's a question that you have to decide for yourself if that's something you want to keep tolerating, because now this person uses that as a way to control how you feel. So at some point it impacts your mental health and your well-being, and you have to know when enough is enough and when to set the boundary. So silent treatment, that's one sign of emotional abuse. I will be going through some other signs of emotional abuse, so watch out for those videos. And if you have other experiences, comment below, let me know. And if you need support through this, I would love to be a support to you. I will put a link down in the video where you can send me a message. All right, until next time, bye with Viv.